Welcome back to my channel. Today, we dive into one of General Hospital's most explosive arcs yet. The vengeance of Sidwell and Drew ***. Port Charles is no stranger to secrets, betrayals, and power plays, but the latest developments in the tangled web of General Hospital are nothing short of explosive. As tensions escalate between Sonny Corinthos and his mounting list of enemies, a new alliance forms in the shadows, one that could devastate not only his empire but his family as well. This is the saga of Sidwell and Drew, two men bound by their grievances, now united in a plan that threatens to unravel everything Sonny has fought to protect. The catalyst? A fire that Sidwell claims was orchestrated by Selena Wu, but one Sonny immediately suspects is part of a deeper and more sinister manipulation. Though Sidwell tells Sonny he heard Selena was the one who lit the match, Sonny isn't easily deceived. He senses the deflection and suspects the fire was Sidwell's own doing. After all, Sidwell has more than one reason to ignite chaos. He has a grudge, a motive, and now, a hostage situation spiraling out of control. Marco, Sidwell's son, is being held by Sonny, and things are quickly slipping into dangerous territory. Sidwell insists that he never meant to harm Christina, Sonny's daughter, who was allegedly not supposed to be anywhere near the fire. But when the smoke clears, intentions are irrelevant, and Sonny demands payback. Marco won't be released until Sidwell gives Sonny what he wants. But what Sonny fails to realize is that Sidwell is not the kind of man to submit to pressure. Instead, he shifts course toward retaliation, bringing with him a new, unpredictable partner, Drew. Their alliance is born not of friendship, but of mutual frustration. Drew is already seething with resentment toward Michael, Sonny's son, for the way he treated Willow during their custody battle. And Sidwell, who, interestingly, played a subtle but significant role in that very same custody case, knows just how to exploit that anger. He approaches Drew with a bombshell: Sonny kidnapped Marco, and now it's time to strike back. What begins as outrage quickly morphs into opportunity. Together, Sidwell and Drew begin crafting a scheme that could destroy both Michael and Sonny in one fell swoop. The stakes grow higher when Lucas Jones learns about Marco's kidnapping and threatens to involve the police. But in Port Charles, the law has always been a flexible concept. Lucas's threats add pressure, but they don't stop Sidwell and Drew from moving forward. Instead, the duo doubles down on their plan, which now centers on dismantling Michael's reputation by portraying him as a drug addict, and implicating Sonny as the dangerous influence that drove him there. Their proposed method is as chilling as it is calculated. They'll plant drugs on Michael, stage an arrest, and build a public case that he is unfit to raise his children, Wiley and Amelia. Sidwell even floats the idea of orchestrating a controlled kidnapping, one that would make both Michael and Sonny look like threats to their own families. The goal is not just to discredit Michael in court, but to turn public opinion, and Willow's allegiance, permanently against the Corinthos men. The irony is as thick as the tension. Not long ago, Sasha Gilmore took one of Michael's children and disappeared in a desperate attempt to shield the child from perceived danger. That incident alone cast doubt on Michael's ability to protect his family, and Sidwell plans to exploit that narrative fully. With Michael looking increasingly erratic and Sonny's mob ties becoming a dangerous liability, their plan is to present Drew and Willow as the safe, stable guardians the children deserve. But the road to vengeance is paved with hypocrisy. Drew, who pretends to be morally upright, has his own history with drugs, specifically ketamine. Portia once gave him the substance to calm his nerves, and rumor has it that Drew has since taken more liberties with controlled substances than he'd admit. The plan to frame Michael as an addict might strike close to home for Drew, but his animosity for Michael clouds his judgment. If Drew decides to move forward, the mechanics of the setup are already in place. A fake tip, a staged police stop, ecstasy found in Michael's car. It's all plausible, and horrifyingly familiar. Longtime viewers will recall how Morgan once manipulated Michael's allergy medication to make him appear unstable, ultimately to wrest custody of baby Avery from Sonny. In Port Charles, using drugs to sabotage a custody battle isn't just a crime, it's practically a tradition. The question is no longer whether the plan could work, it's what the consequences will be. For Michael, the fallout could be career-ending and emotionally devastating. For Sonny, it would represent one of the most personal betrayals he's ever faced. But perhaps the person with the most to lose is Willow. If the truth about this setup ever comes to light, her trust in Drew could be irreparably damaged. She might even lose custody of her children, the very thing this entire scheme was meant to secure. Meanwhile, Marco's captivity continues to escalate. Initially held in a locked room, his failed escape attempt ends in violence. Whether Marco was merely collateral damage or a deliberate pressure point, the emotional toll is undeniable. Sidwell's paternal instincts are clashing with his thirst for vengeance, but he refuses to back down. Sonny's use of a child as leverage only hardens Sidwell's resolve, and gives him the moral justification he needs to go scorched earth. As the clock ticks, Lucas Jones grows more impatient, and his threats to go public with the kidnapping only add to the tension. But what's even more concerning is the silence from Christina. Has she figured out Sidwell's involvement in the fire? Is she hiding the truth to protect her father? Or is she planning to expose Sidwell in her own time? Her position in this saga remains unclear, but she could become a crucial piece in determining how this story ends. And then there's Selena Wu, the woman Sidwell tried to throw under the bus. If Selena finds out she was falsely accused, she may decide to take action of her own. After all, Selena doesn't tolerate betrayal lightly. With her resources and reach, retaliation would be swift, lethal, and very public. If Sidwell thought he could escape the consequences by pointing fingers, he may have just made an enemy far more dangerous than Sonny. The streets of Port Charles are buzzing with speculation. Will Sonny retaliate even harder? Will Drew's conscience eventually stop him from going through with the drug frame-up? Or will he choose revenge over integrity and drag Michael down with him? And what of Sidwell? Will he finally succeed in tearing down the man he holds responsible for destroying his family? Or will his own lies and manipulations come back to haunt him before his plan can reach its climax? Perhaps most intriguing is the fate of Marco. If he survives this ordeal, he could become a symbol of the collateral damage Sonny leaves in his wake, or he could become the spark that finally exposes Sidwell's dark ambitions. Either way, his trauma will leave scars, both literal and emotional. As this powder keg of secrets, betrayals, and revenge ticks closer to detonation, one thing is clear: General Hospital is entering one of its most dangerous chapters yet. The line between right and wrong has blurred beyond recognition, and no one, not Sonny, not Drew, not Sidwell, not even Willow, is safe from the fallout. Keep watching Port Charles. The next move could change everything.